Up everybody, I got me N7 here from the Marshmallow fan club, you know what it is, and today we have a 4100 direct attack deck. You heard it correctly, direct attack for game. Basically we're going to be using Black Tyranno and Rising Energy to boost him to 4100 and attack directly through his effect. So his effect is basically, if all the cards you want in control are just defense position monsters, he can attack directly. So that is cute, and that's going to be for 26 on its own. And if we get to boost him by 1500 more through Rising Energy, he'd be at 41. So that is the general gimmick, and let's talk about the rest of the deck real quick. We got 3 Breaker. Well, they're pretty much just allowed to control defense position monsters for this to work, so this will hopefully help us deal with back row. Generally good stats, it's a staple, not too much to talk about. This is Niagara compliant, so no Book of Moon. We're just maxing Breaker out at 3. Then we got 3 Black Brachios. This is a dinosaur, which plays into our skill Double Evolution Pill, which we'll talk about right after this. But basically when he's normal summoned, you can change one face-up monster on the field to defense position. So he's a dinosaur, which will work well with Double Evolution Pill. As I said, we'll speak about that right now. But also he gets monsters into defense position so that Black Tyranno can attack directly, hopefully. So before I go on, let's talk about the skill. It's Double Evolution Pill. You have to pay 500 life points and skip your draw phase. If you do that, you get to special summon one level 7 or higher dinosaur by banishing one dinosaur and one non-dinosaur from your graveyard. So this is going to be our level 7 dinosaur, and we are effectively going to banish either some combination of Breaker and Sphere and Black Brachios and Hyper Hammerhead for the dinosaur and non-dinosaur requirement. You have to pay some life points, but you know, it is an easy way to get this guy out of the deck pretty much for free with the right setup. I guess you give up a draw, but that's pretty much it. Anyways, that's the skill, Double Evolution Pill. Back to the deck list real quick. We got 1 Hyper Hammerhead. This is just for ratio reasons. We want to have dinosaurs so that we can activate our skill sooner rather than later. If we stall too much and wait till the end of the duel, we might not have the life points to pay to get this off in the first place. So we're playing 1 Hyper Hammerhead to help with the dinosaur to non-dinosaur ratios there. We got 3 Sphere Karibo. This is just pretty much a monster you want in your graveyard. It's also a back row kind of alternative, right? So instead of playing like Book of Moon, we're playing Sphere. Not the same, but kind of the same at times. And also you can use Sphere to get opponents' monsters into defense position, which once again plays into Black Tyranno. So we got Sphere and Brachios to help get monsters into defense, Breaker to get rid of back row to enable Black Tyranno, and then Hyper Hammerhead is kind of just for the skill ratios. I think it's one of the better dinosaurs available to us, but also can kind of help you remove something that you couldn't have otherwise at times, which is cute. Anywho, we got 2 Rising Energy. We spoke about that already. This doesn't have to be used on our boss monster Black Tyranno. It requires you to discard, which isn't great, but sometimes this will help you fill your graveyard for your skill. So when used at the right time, the discard isn't even that much of like a backlash, and you get quite a nice attack boost from it. We got 2 Floodgate. This is to A, get monsters into defense position, and B, stall long enough for our OTK. 3 Dust Tornado. This is pretty much just for removing back row. We could, I guess, try straight flush. I did try that, but I wasn't really being paired up against much people that were triple setting. So I got 3 Dust Tornado. We got a straight flush in the side for different matchups, but for now that's in the main. And then we got 1 Windstorm of Edequa. This is a stall card. People probably will not expect it, but also if they're going super aggro with 3 attack position monsters, boom, you changed all 3 into defense, and then once again that enables Black Tyranno for the OTK, hopefully, with at least 2600 and at times just 41 to the face. So that is pretty much a deck profile. It's a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure it'll catch a lot of people off guard, both with the skill itself and with the win con. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Try it out. Anywho, onto the side, we got one diffusion for matchups like Dragoon. We got two offering for matchups where I guess we can rely on straight flush and or just need like more like we're more worried about monsters, I guess, as opposed to back row. One Mind Crush. This crushes certain decks like rituals, things like that, or Ojamas, whatever. Pretty good card. One straight flush. If we see our opponent's triple set in, well, we just get rid of all three with one card, which A, enables Black Tyranno, and B, just limits disruption to our plays. And we have another Floodgate Trap Hole. Again, if we're really worried about monsters or our opponent's fairly good at going wide, we'll kind of switch our primary worry from back row disruption to board control. Extra deck is just a bluff, so I won't talk about it much, but that is the overall deck profile. I'll show you some replays. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. And one last thing, this will probably be the last deck profile before midterms, so look forward to some midterm profiles coming up. And yeah, enjoy the replays. I will see you all soon.